start off the show this week with a treat from our program supporters who felt it's time to throw in some incentives. The entire TV crew and I are spending the weekend in an ideal space designed with a European look and feel, driven in an enchanting soul of the green city of Nairobi. The Villa Rosa Kempinski is our home for the next 72 hours. Apart from enjoying the pleasantries this grand property has in store, our task was to find out why this pink structure is indeed the ideal space for luxury.
Villa Rosa was the brainchild of our CEO. As you know, Simba Corp is a car company and they wanted to diversify their portfolio, and one of the avenues they've chosen is hospitality. The inspiration for the kind of hotel we've put together came from the CEO and his wife. His wife is from Portugal, and CEO also spent some time in Portugal and has been in the hospitality business also. So this was a very natural transition to diversify their portfolio from the automotive business that they have.
Most of the bits and pieces within and around this entire property was imported from different parts of Europe, and that is what oozes from the backyard garden, a mix and match of Portuguese and Spanish breeze.
And as you look at the architecture of the outside, the instructions were given that we wanted to have a property that was very European in look and feel. So hence what you see in terms of the outside structure is a result of them bringing a little bit of Europe to Kenya.
Who does hotels in color pink?
If you go to Portugal, if you go to Spain, if you go to Italy, or if you go to areas of the Mediterranean, you will see that what you see up here in terms of the color integrity is very much like what you would see up there. If you look at the historical buildings that are in Europe, especially Portugal and Spain and Italy, you will find that the older buildings are pink in color, and basically we call it a dirty pink because over time they have aged and the pink changes and becomes more part of a rustic type of an atmosphere. When you look at the rest of the building outside, you will see that the railings or the shutters in that architecture is typically green in color.
Right. Is it reflected on the inside?
Yes, absolutely. I think one of the big things about us doing this hotel was to make sure that the integrity of the outside filtered into the inside. If you go inside and if you go to a guest room, for example, you will see a very typical guest room that is very homey. Homey meaning that you will see beveled edged doors, glass doors with wood trimming on it that are white.
What a lovely reception you have over here.
Thank you, thank you. I think this was the area that actually we wanted to make people feel like it is, they're stepping into Europe. If you look at the floors, they are very European in the way that typically buildings are constructed in Europe. It's a complete marble floor. If you look at the ceilings,
wow, yes.
There is a textured paint that I talked about that was done locally, and Classic Moldings brought in their look. This is Classic Moldings.
Ah.
And if you look at the entrance into the lift lobby, you see the beveled edged glass which is also very European in look and feel.
Right.
And then the other thing we wanted was, typically you find that lobbies are very cold in nature. And we did not want that. We wanted to be sure that when people came into the lobby, they felt that there was some ambiance, some livelihood, some energy. So we decided to put a coffee shop in here. So now we're finding, which is in the back there, if you see.
So this one plays the role of a lobby and at the same time a
Coffee shop. And
very smart.
yes, and if you actually come here during the course of the day, you'll see a tremendous number of meetings being held in this space, which is exactly what our intent was, and it's working out great for us.
I've actually learned a lot. Thank you very, very much. I'll let you go on with your daily business, and I'll have to take a cup of tea in one of your restaurants.
Sounds great. Thank
Sounds
you for
great.
coming, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
Awesome.
All right.
Nice
take
day.
care. Yes.